Thursday's third video for you. First news story is about remarks made by Kenyan Interior Minister about Ethiopia. His remarks are being seen as a slap in the face of Ethiopia. What did he say? We have a video clip for you. Second news story is from Ethiopia. We have two clarifications and one news story about a veteran EPLF fighter who has passed away. Third news story is about Olusegun Obasanjo, mediator to resolve Tigray conflict. He was with PM Abiy today when they visited some agricultural projects in the Oromia region of Ethiopia. After that, he talked to Ethiopian news outlets and he said that world should change its perception about Ethiopia. Lastly, viewers, very important news story from BG, Benishangul Gumuz region, where more than 100 civilians have been killed after the announcement of truce between government forces and rebel fighters in a zone of Benishangul Gumuz. Firstly, viewers, Kenyan Interior Minister today remarked about press freedom in Addis Ababa in Ethiopia. What did he say? He said that the largest number of foreign correspondents in Africa was in Nairobi. Largest number of media outlets was in Nairobi. And those who complain that there is no press freedom in Kenya, they should report from Addis Ababa. So he was taunting the government, Ethiopian government, saying that there is no press freedom there. We have a video clip of this minister. Before that, let's compare Ethiopia and Kenya. The internal conflicts which we are seeing in Ethiopia are not being seen in Kenya. Kenya's press freedom has not been tested so far. Ethiopia was in the grip of a civil war. There are so many ethnic, religious conflicts in Ethiopia. So you cannot compare Ethiopia and Kenya. Kenya will be tested for its press freedom if it faces similar internal security situation like we are seeing in Ethiopia. But yes, we know that Simon Marks, New York Times reporter, was expelled by Ethiopian government last year. He is reporting from Nairobi, Kenya. He is reporting about Ethiopia. Then last month, Tom Gardner of The Economist was also told to leave Ethiopia immediately by Ethiopian government. He is also in Nairobi, Kenya. He is reporting from there. Political parties of Ethiopia like Congress for Somali Cause, it's based there in Nairobi. Filson, former minister of Ethiopia, she has been several times in the past in Nairobi. Ethiopian opposition politicians are based in Nairobi, Kenya. Yes, Kenya is home to those persons, those groups which are facing repression. But imagine if all these foreign correspondents and media outlets start reporting about corruption in Kenya, about the corruption of ruling elite of Kenyan politics. Will these news outlets, these foreign correspondents, be allowed to work in Kenya? So that's what I'm saying, that Kenya has not been tested so far. Having said that, yes, press freedom in Ethiopia is declining. Journalists are being arrested. Activists are being arrested. And press freedom must be respected in Ethiopia. Now watch this clip. Statement of Interior Minister of Kenya about press freedom in Nairobi and in Addis Ababa.
Amount of freedom that we have. Nairobi, for your record, Bishop, Nairobi houses the largest number of foreign correspondents and media houses on this continent. I've challenged people, if you don't think there's freedom in Nairobi, go and report from Addis. Yeah. With all this freedom we have, in a country where the president is insulted liberally by everybody, by opposition politics.
Secondly, was Eritrea. We have two clarifications, then one news story from Eritrea. Firstly, I reported about Red Wave 5 naval maneuvers in the Red Sea. I said that Eritrea was excluded. It was not made part of these maneuvers. 8-country forum, Red Sea Council was conducting these maneuvers. Now correction is that the maneuvers Red Wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 have been continuing since 2018, and Red Sea Council led by Saudi Arabia was formed in 2020. Eritrea is part of Red Sea Council, but it's not part of ongoing Red Wave naval maneuvers. Second correction is that it's not a correction, it's an update. We reported about a statement, an article written on Eritrea Information Ministry website. The article stated that Eritrea was providing its hospital with modern medical care equipment like X-ray machines, CT scan machines, MRI machines are being installed in Eritrean hospitals. And then we saw claims from some Tigray activists that these machines were stolen from Tigray. Now 2 days ago, Eritrean government and Chinese government signed a memorandum of understanding, and some Chinese healthcare professionals, they donated medicine and some healthcare equipment to Eritrean government. And Eritrea says that this equipment included MRI machines and CT scan machines as well. You can see a picture of Eritrean ambassador to China, Amina Nurosan, and Chinese ambassador to Eritrea signing a memorandum of understanding when these medicine and equipment were delivered to Eritrea. Thirdly, viewers, third news story from Eritrea is that a veteran EPLF fighter has passed away. Name of the lady is Tekle Hidro. Tekle Hidro joined Eritrean People Liberation Front in 1975. She fought for independence of Eritrea. Later, she went to the Switzerland and she has died in Switzerland. One of her legs was amputated. Several EPLF fighters, they lost their legs, their arms, their eyes during the struggle. Condolences to the family of Tekle Hidro. Thirdly, viewers, third story is about Tigray mediator Olusegun Obasanjo. He was in Mekelle, Tigray's capital, 2 days ago. Then today he was with PM Abiy and Hailemariam Desalegn, a former PM of Ethiopia. They were in Bale, Oromia, where they inspected an agricultural project. And after that, Obasanjo was interviewed by an Ethiopian news outlet. What did he say? He said, the world should change its perception about Ethiopia. Ethiopia is changing. He said that the agricultural projects which he visited today indicate that Ethiopia will not only change its people, but it will change the region as well. Ethiopia is on its way towards development, towards progress. So that is what he said, but I think he's all praise for the government because he wants an end to the conflict. That is why he's appreciating whatever government is doing. Otherwise, we know that Ethiopian economy is in need of resuscitation. We know that birr is losing its value, inflation is on the rise. Ethiopia lost agua at the start of this year, and we know that cooking oil prices have gone up and several other food item prices have gone up, though trend is global. Lastly, last news story is from BG, Benishangul Gumuz region of Ethiopia, where more than around 100 civilians or fighters, we don't know, they have been killed in an operation. It happened in Kamashi zone of Benishangul Gumuz. Last week, reportedly, Ethiopian National Defense Force and rebel fighters fighting for years in Kamashi, they agreed on a truce. Then it was being hoped that there would be peace in Kamashi. Then suddenly, 2 days ago, clashes erupted in Sogo city. And in these clashes, people say that around 100 people have been killed. Government is silent, no statement from the government so far. Some unofficial sources say that the truce was violated by the fighters, Benishangul Gumuz fighters. That is why ENDF took action against the fighters and their supporters. On the other hand, Gumuz fighters and sources backed by them, they claim that civilians have been killed in Soge city. It's Soge city of Kamashi. So Kamashi is seriously destabilized while I'm recording this video. Truce has crumbled and security forces and Gumuz fighters are once again involved in heavy clashes in different parts of Kamashi. So we know that is why from BG people are crossing into Sudan in large numbers. In a previous video I shared some numbers with you as well, that around 1,000, more than 1,000 crossed into Sudan in recent days from BG. It's because of this escalation that truce has crumbled and renewed fighting is being reported in Kamashi. Thank you for watching.